Alright, we're back. What's up, guys? Hey, it's a Monster Hunter stream. Yay! We're just getting ready by pinging our Discord servers. As we do. Hold on, let me edit this. Letting people know that we are live. Alright, and we're jumping over here. And we're jumping over here. Ta-da! Alright. Excuse me. Whew. I just had my lunch. Alright, so we have pinged, and now let's get set up, shall we? My chair's so squeaky. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So I think the last thing we did was we built a Pierce ammo heavy bowgun. I wonder what other heavy bowguns we ought to build. Let's go ahead and head to the title. Let's see. Return to title screen. There it is. Mr. Back on Wilds. Save your progress? Yes. Who's the first arch-tempered monster again? Isn't it Ray Dow? What's the best heavy bowgun against Ray Dow, you think? The Pierce bowgun's not bad. I wonder if we should be bringing an elemental bowgun, though. Let's see if we can see Ray Dow hit zones. Ray Dow hit zones. Okay, Monster Hunter Wild, Wiki. It says start game. Ah, here we go. There is a breakdown of his hit zones. So, damage effectiveness. Oops. Let's go to recommended lobby. Good. So it looks like his wings are weak. His head is weak. His torso and his legs, not so much weak. So you want to shoot him in the head and the wings. And then in terms of elemental, he takes a lot of ice damage. So he is weak to ice. Primarily on his head, though. And then a little bit on his tail. Okay, yeah, the wings take decent ice damage, too. So the head and the wings take a lot of ice damage. That's interesting. So we could actually set up an ice bowgun to try and test that out on Ray Dow. Of course, if I was playing on the PC, I'd probably just mod the gun right into the game. Save us all the trouble. But we are playing legit. Let's go to Forge Weapon. I believe there is a heavy bowgun with very good ice ammo on it. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Let's see. One of the endgame weapons, right? So freeze ammo, it might be one of these guys right up here. So here's Arkfeld. It wasn't Arkfeld, was it? No, that's Thunder Ice, huh? There's the Jin Dahad tree. There it is, freeze ammo, level 2, 8 shots, Jin Dahad. So what do we need to make the Jin Dahad? We need a expedition tree, huh? Can we just build this right here? No? Okay.
Ready to get to work?
So we're upgrading one of these weapons. We're going to make a Jin Dahad ice bowgun to fight Ray Dow. Because we're going to get arch-tempered Ray Dow.
Look good.
And we want to experiment with some of these weapons already. It can't be bad having a good ice bowgun, you know what I'm saying? It's Louis Isia. Hey, what's up, guys? Arch-tempered Ray Dow. Yeah, we're preparing for arch-tempered Ray Dow. He's the first arch-tempered monster. Excuse me, I got a hiccup going on there. Alrighty. Bitch. Alright, and now we've got this last piece. From fighting Jin Dahad a whole bunch, we're able to build the Precipice Malmian. Equipped skills, guard 3, very interesting. Elemental ammo powder, elemental boost magazine, special ammo, ignition gauge, standard ignition base type. I don't know what any of that means. Alright, but here we have a normal ammo with a let's see, level 2 capacity 3, none of those are any good. Wyvern ammo, sleep ammo's decent. It's only 3 shots of sleep ammo though. But the freeze ammo is level 2 with 8 shots. That's pretty good. It's just, it's a nice bowgun, that's what it is. Oh, I know what else we wanted to build. We wanted to build a nice insect glaive. Alright, so here, ooh, it looks amazing. Doesn't that look nice? Wow, that's one of the things this game does really well. Let's go build some ice ammo We want to test this out in some Ray Dow fights, compare it to the Pierce ammo bowgun a little bit. Alright. All these loadouts. Basic trap. So we have the basic trap loadout. I wonder if you'll be able to trap Ray Dow. I feel like that doesn't make any sense. Uh-huh. Item pouch. Yes. All. Ah, here we are. Okay. I was looking at it wrong. So what's this? Freeze ammo. Rarity 2. Uh-huh. Oops. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting a hang of this. Why doesn't it want me adding the ammo to my pouch? I don't understand. Let's go ahead and take a look at this weapon, by the way. Let's customize the bowgun. So here's our Precipice Malmian. And elemental ammo powder, huh? Increases the power of thunder and freezing ammo. How about this boost magazine? Increases the capacity of flaming water thunder freeze. Okay, oops, my phone went off there. Equips special ammo. Oops. Check out this special ammo. Wyvern Piercer. Okay. I don't really know which of these is more valuable, to tell you the truth. Neither of these seem very important. Let's see. Uh-huh. Alright. So I think that the mods on the bowgun already make sense for what we're doing. Ammo pouch. Yeah, it sounds like we probably have an ammo pouch. Ah, there it is, ammo pouch. Alright. So over here, freeze ammo, level 2. So you have to bring this freeze ammo with you. This is interesting. Restock all ammo? We don't want to restock all ammo. How do I undo that? It won't make me scroll through that, will it? Hold on, let's see if it makes me scroll. I'm pretty sure it won't, because that would be kind of pointless. Alright, let's see. Spread, wyvern, freeze. Yeah, it only makes me use the ammo that's actually viable for this gun. That's good. So it's got 8 shots. So we have to go test it out now. Of course, we probably need to build for freeze damage too, don't we? Let's take a quick look at our weapon setup. There it goes. Alright. Offensive guard. Crit eye. Water attack. Thunder attack. Ice attack. Haha. Increases ice element attack power. So, we're going to use... Now, wait a second. Here's ice attack with opening shot. I don't know what opening shot is. Let's take a look. I do not know what opening shot does. Let's go ahead and grab it. All right, so there's that. Crit eye. Does crit matter for element? I don't think crit matters as much, does it? I'm trying to remember. Do you build crit on an element build? What you built was stuff that increased your elemental damage. That's why I remember. Here's guard up. Okay, we already have that. Opening shot. Okay, here we go. Increases bowgun reload speed and attack power of ammo when certain conditions are met. Alright, that's not useful. Airborne speed sharpening attack boost. Offensive guard crit boost. Dragon attack, poison, elemental, crit status, charge master. Razor sharp. See, razor sharp used to be razor sharp slash spare shot, but they got rid of that. I guess that makes sense that they got rid of that, you know. Ballistics, crit eye, crit boost. No crit unless crit element. Haven't we rewatched since last night's stream? No clips or big pulls out of Journey together? Not the top chase pulls, no. So over on our other channel we have fresh Journey Together Pokemon cards, and no one has pulled the top cards. So that could be you. Here's Mind's Eye. I thought Mind's Eye actually changed bowgun attacks. Perfectly timed guard, crit eye, fire attack, water attack. Here we go. Okay, crit element. That's good. All right, we got crit element. One more. Okay. All right. Might just put crit boost on. All right. It looks like we also have this helmet we're wearing now. What's up with this helmet? What do we actually have on our whole build? There we go. Okay, here's our whole build. Ice attack, guard, crit element, crit boost, opening shot, defense boost, weakness exploit, recovery speed, part breaker, free meal, wide range, max might. Alright. We're wearing this stinky guy. Decimator, Guardian, Arc Veiled, Vitality. We have two pieces of this on. It's interesting. So, we get to choose... I mean, I guess if we were fighting Ray Dow, it would make a lot of sense to put on Thunder Resist, wouldn't it? So let's see if we have Thunder Resist. There's Defense Boost, but we've already got it on. We might not have it. Here's Fire Resist, Water Resist, Ice Resist, Dragon Resist. But we do not have Thunder Resist, which kind of gives us something to work on. Free meal and wide range. Do we have more wide range? Help our teammates out, maybe. Here's self-improvement. That's only useful if the fight's really long, though. Oh, man, these... I'm sorry, I just have no good... Unfortunately, I do not have good decorations yet. So let's just see what else we have. We have Stun Resist, Bleed Resist, Bind Resist, Stench Resist. Might just be Recovery Up. Wait, do we actually need it? We have Recovery Speed. Recovery Up can be useful for, like, you know, just drinking a potion. I don't think we need that. Let's put on the self-improvement jewel. I'm just looking. That's one of our best ones right now. We really don't have much, and you know, tells me we definitely need shock absorber's not needed for a build like this. Ooh, quick sheath. That could be useful with the heavy bowgun. Heavy bowgun. One of the downsides to heavy bowgun is the fact that it's slow to sheath. Did you see they mentioned buffing the hammer? Unfortunately, won't be till end of May. Nice. Hammer mains rejoice. Sounds like they're gonna be taking care of us anyways. You know, I heard that hammer had one of the lowest speedrun times, but you know what? It really didn't change my preference for the weapon. It's still fun to use. Who cares? Okay, so one more step. We need to manage loadouts and register loadout. Okay, so we're registering this loadout, and we need to rename it. We're going to say ammo, because when we put this together, we restocked all our ammo. So hopefully that stays that way. Still learning. All right. Let's go fight Ray Dow, guys.
Right.
I'm excited. Let's test this out. All this work just to find out that maybe this isn't the best weapon to use against him. SOS flare request. Let's see. I hope you guys have been having a great week, by the way. I've been super busy. As usual. Quest difficulty. Is he an 8? Is he a 6? Is that what's going on? Ah, he's a 6. Alright, let's get it. This would be nice. Oh, we're not going to get it. There's 3 or 4 people already in. What's up, mister? Did you see that? Already read that. Wish I could go into Journey together, but not adding to my PC right now. Saving for my 1-year anniversary with my wife. Want to get her a good, nice gift and take some time off work to hang out. Oh, sure, man. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I wish I could start like a refer a friend program for my channel where you could get paid to like help me discover new, you know, like maybe new people who want to join our stream and participate in our breaks and stuff like that. Because man, I feel like the stream could use that right now. Right now it feels like we're a little low on new customers, and usually that puts us into sort of like a state of hunting for new customers for a while. And then what happens is after a while we get them and we're too busy, we don't focus on that, and then it's just kind of like a back and forth, I notice. All right, let's call this guy in. But yesterday's stream felt a little slow. But then again, we had a nice daytime stream, so it's, you know, it's kind of like this thing going on where maybe I'm just streaming too much, or I'd say the other thing is, you know, I was late with the Journey together. I wish I'd had it when it first launched. Is that Wiggly Litchi? No. Oh, maybe it is. That was the Wiggly Litchi. I wish I'd had the Journey together when it initially came out, so I feel like that was a big mistake. And also, I feel like we need to get... I put a big focus on new Pokemon card sets. I need to focus on other card sets. So today, or after the stream was over, I sent a whole bunch of money off to a Korean guy. He's getting us solo leveling. It's apparently a very, very popular card set in Korea. Now, I question how well it's going to do in the United States. 25, 21. We want to see how much damage this does. Oh, that's not bad at all. So he takes some more damage in the head with it, right? Not close enough for that. Ah. Heavy bowgun users rejoice. 8 shots. Wow, man. Okay, we're outside of the optimal range. That's why we're not getting yellows. Damn, dude, I feel like I'm doing tons of damage. Is he getting captured here? No, he's just knocked down. Damn, dude, look at all this damage. That's crazy. Alright, hold on. We're going to go for the sleep ammo. I guarantee you they have not put him to sleep. It's so rare for anyone to put a monster to sleep. Nice, knockdown. There he goes, he's going to sleep. Here's the freeze ammo. Oh! That's not what I wanted. Damn, look at all that damage, dude. Damn! I love the status, man. Having a teammate with a heavy bowgun who can do a sleep or poison or something like that, it's nice, you know. You get that extra bit of time for your whole team to wail on him. Heavy bowgun isn't up your alley or mine anymore with the loss of Sticky Cluster playstyle. Sticky doesn't hit as hard in Cluster, suffers without spare shot. It honestly needs a total rework with the ammos. Well, I mean, that just means that's good. It's good because in the past game, Sticky ammo was the only way to really play heavy bowgun. It was that or spread. And I was tired of playing heavy bowgun that way. And if you really pay attention to what they did in this game, they didn't add a new weapon. Okay, let's see what we got. We got crit boost, load shells, speed sharpening, counter strike, heroics, peak performance, dragon attack. All right. We want some. You know what we want? We want some thunder resist decorations for Arch Tempered Raid out, because I guarantee you, thunder resist is going to be like an optimal defense build for this guy. Just resisting thunder damage is going to allow you to survive it. Light bowgun is fun, but Pierce and Elemental are the only 2 viable ammo, so it does get a bit boring. Light bowguns and heavy bowguns are in a rough spot. They're still viable, but the variety in ammo is lacking. Well, again, going back to it, you say that they want you to use Pierce, they want you to use Elemental ammo. I guess Elemental ammo was always pretty good. But going back to that, they want you to use it. And this is not a surprise because that is the two ammo types that I feel weren't used as much in the previous game. The previous game was all about sticky ammo and spread ammo. There were exceptions. There was like Call of Tarath, right? Clove Taroth was an exception to that. Let's go to item pouch. Okay. Let's see if that reset it. Oh, also, let's have a meal. Pokemon where? Troy, what up? Hey, what's up, Troy? Alright, did that restock my ammo? It looks like it did not. Let's see.
Not bad, huh?
No, clearly did not. I still had to restock afterwards. Here's some sleep ammo, too.
All yours. Take
All
care
right.
up there.
Oops.
Right.
So I'm liking what I see with the heavy bow gun, ice ammo build. I feel like that's going to be the best to build against Ray Dow. And it was so easy. I mean, it's just easier. That's all it is. It's easier than using like a hammer or something like that. You have such a high risk of getting hit. Try to get into this one. Just getting out of work. Just getting out of work. Nice, man. So how do you guys feel about this game right now? Do you feel like this game's kind of fallen off? Do you feel like people are watching it and playing it as much? Or do you feel like there's been kind of a slowdown as people are waiting for the new title update? Because my perspective on the game is it definitely feels like it didn't launch with enough end game content. And so as the weeks go by, there's just not enough for really the average experienced non-YouTuber player to actually do. If you're a YouTuber, obviously you're going to keep exploring what kind of content can I make, you know, how can I be useful to people, how can I keep generating ad revenue. But if you are just a regular experienced gamer who's not making content, you're not getting paid to play the game, you got to be feeling bored by now, right? Like there's just not enough. Hella says, I hit a wall last week, right? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, before I was a YouTuber, I just played games. That was it. I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't making money. I wasn't getting ad revenue. I wasn't telling people to subscribe. And this would not be enough for me back then to keep me attached to the game, playing like a lifestyle, play style kind of game, you know what I'm saying? Here's Ray Dow. I mean, you could focus on building every single weapon, I guess. He's already almost dead. I joined another match where he's already almost dead. Can I knock him out of the air? No. No, I cannot. Alright. Worth the shot. Get some of this honey. Get that Thunderbug. The game's obviously had a lot of quality and life improvements, and they've rebalanced the weapons in a way that makes you play with them differently, but the lack of a new weapon to explore and a lack of high-level difficulty at the end game is a real problem for this game. I shouldn't be able to join a 4-player match and just sort of mayonnaise this guy up like I'm not trying. It's just not meant to be that way. For a game to be fun, it does have to present enough challenge. He's just gonna catch him, right? There you go. Oh, it hit him, but it didn't knock him over because he was busy yelling. That's interesting to me. Where's the other rock? Oh, here it is. It's over here. All right. Bar, else. I don't really feel like there's no need to help these guys. These guys got it. Huh. Ray down, Blue destroyed. I just better not die in case they got like one life left, you know what I'm saying? Does this say how many cards we have left? He's dead. Easy. The game easy. There's been a lull for me. Started playing Rivals again. Got the Venom twerk emoji. The thought on it is because this game retained players, whereas World brought in a new audience. Oh yeah, absolutely. With World, a lot of people were playing Monster Hunter for the first time, including me. I had never bothered playing Monster Hunter because Monster Hunter was like a Nintendo game, and it never really looked that good. It always looked kind of like, you know, sort of this poor graphics sort of game. The name too, Monster Hunter, was always a very generic name. So when I was younger and I heard about Monster Hunter, and I'd see it from time to time, I always looked at it and said, it's a game where you hunt monsters. And I always thought that was kind of not so creative of a title, you know. So for me, it just didn't tickle me, you know what I mean? It didn't get me that excited. Here's Peak Performance, Recovery, Charge Master, Tetra Shot, Special Ammo Boost, Tetrad Shot. Alright. But when World was getting revved up and the ads came out for Monster Hunter World, and the gameplay, like at the, you know, E4 or whatever it was called back then, when the gameplay came out and it's like this super high-end graphics and the monsters look fun and there's these big weapons. And at the time I was playing Dark Souls. Environment update. A quest with multiple targets is available. Login bonus. When all that came up, I was watching the footage going, hey, that actually looks pretty good. Okay. And that's what got me into Monster Hunter is World. So I started playing it because I was playing Dark Souls. Both games had like big weapons and you had to iframe through certain attacks. And I was like, alright, I'll try that out. Let's keep killing Ray Dow with this weapon we've got. The slowdown is basically because, oh, I rated that. Even some YouTubers are going back to the older Monster Hunter games. I mean, that can work for them as a piece of content as they're waiting for endgame content, you know? Oh, it's just the only investigation? That kind of sucks. I personally miss Elder Dragons and the fear they gave me, lol. I don't ever remember getting bored so soon, I guess. The gameplay loop is still fun as usual, but I don't know, it's missing more endgame stuff. This game has a very serious endgame problem, in my opinion. You just need to have something that you can actually do once you finish the story. The only thing this game wants you to do is collect those artifact pieces, or whatever they're called, and I guess maybe build some gear out so that you have all the different pieces of gear. But in terms of challenge, unless you're playing solo, it's not that challenging. And even solo, highly skilled players are going to find 1v1s versus all of these monsters pretty easy. The first monster that might be challenging is Arch-Tempered Ray Dow if you were to solo him. I bet in a 4-player match, even then, he's sort of like a medium difficulty. But what we're seeing right now is pure on, full-on, easy, difficult fights, because you just can't have nothing but a tempered monster at the launch of your game. But that is how World launched. World didn't have Arch-Tempered until much later. They introduced... Let's see where these guys are at. Are they fighting this guy already? I don't want to fight this guy. Hold on, stop. No, I don't want to do that. No, how do I stop this guy? It's left trigger, isn't it? Stop. How do I stop this guy? I don't remember. Stop is right trigger, but when I pushed right trigger, it used the flash pod. Oh, got it. Okay, I figured it out. Alright, open this map up. That was kind of annoying. Oh, the match just started. Okay, well, let's go ahead and pull this hammer out. I'm going to use the regular hammer versus the bird. Wait, I want this. Give me this. I just remind that normal Mizu is for HR21 and temp Mizu is HR41. It does not have a long lifespan to expect, even though Shia will not really threat a fight. Oops, I got poisoned while I wasn't looking. Oops. Can't heal that with like antidote. Do I have an antidote on me? Of course I don't have an antidote. That would be so easy. Yeah, let's fight this guy. He's just walking away. Let's try and get to his side here. Alright. I saw a bee pop up for sneak attack. What was that all about? I think my teammates would have to raid Dow first. spin going in. Oh yeah, that's so good feeling. No roar? Trying to hit me with this damn tail. Oh no. Oops. I was just looking at my which mantles I had. Alright, let's get this one. Let's go ahead and heal. Tempered Core and Arcbelt are the only monsters challenging monsters right now. Yeah, I agree, man. Too easy. I couldn't hold it any longer. Ooh, free meal, nice. Free meal's really nice when you actually use an expensive heal item. Alright, cool. This guy over. I mean, that's where the game led me. The game said you're gonna fight Quamatrix, or whatever his name is. That's nice. Hello, nice to see you bullying monsters again. What's up, man? Nice to see you too. I guess the that was gone. Put on this Gilly Mantle. Oh, where's he going? Well, that's annoying. Go ahead and grab this. Yeah, I guess they're all probably fighting the Raid Owl. Roar's really already got that. Well, they're only challenging once, so yeah. God, dude, this guy's running so far. Gilly Mantle broke? Is it because the claw hit him? The claw must have hit him. I think I missed. Nope. Damn, dude. Yeah, they're definitely fighting right now. Let's go, we can fight this guy. Up by this rooster, man. Come on, press that. Oh, what's he getting hit by? Oh, he's in the bushes and it hurts him. What? I didn't know about that. Well, I tried to dodge that. By the lightning this way. They're gonna kill Raid Owl at the same time. Like ah! Okay, so we're pretty close to a KO anyways. Yeah. That's what I was saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went for the regular spinning bludgeon, or the, oh, we didn't get this hit there. Wait, I don't like this. Yeah, make it. He's angry. Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh, is Raid Owl already dead? Wait. If they already killed Ray Dow, I'm not gonna get a chance to. I'm not gonna get a chance to harvest the Ray Dow. Okay, that's a learning lesson there. I think he's up top. Where is he? He's up here. Alright, take me to him. They killed him before I could kill the Quematrix. At least the fight is cinematic. Max Temper Din Dahad can also be annoying, similar to solo submission. I hear this. Alright. Better grab this, huh? Alright. What's this? Just a heavy slicing hot. Nah, it's gonna take us back, right? Good. As a former Lance mate, did you give Lance a try in Wilds? excuse me. I heard that Lance is really good in Monster Hunter Wilds. These guys are going to be annoyed because I'm not going to vote to end it quickly because I need to go actually carve this guy. All right, that's a learning lesson for all you guys. Don't split up. Stick to one monster at a time. Or else you're going to waste your time running across the map like I'm doing right now. I don't know if this game needed counters. Counters just kind of makes the game even easier in a certain way, doesn't it? Alright, there we go. This is a rare research opportunity. We noted that the Quematrix got its tail stuck in the bushes, the thorny bushes. That's a really interesting thing, isn't it? Alright. Wow, look at all that, man. There's a lot of Arshan pieces. Sharp Jewel, Draw Jewel, Power Prolonger, Critical Boost. We are definitely after the Thunder Resist. We want Thunder Resist decorations. Always fight the hardest one first in case of failure to save time. That's a good point too. Greatsword is really easy, especially multiplayer, as you can just spam TCS. I know, like the monster doesn't even pay attention to you, essentially.
Right.
We're still fighting Ray Dow. We're just fighting him because we're testing out. Let's grab this. We're testing out our new ice heavy bowgun. What other weapons should we build? So there's Misazune. I don't know what Misazune's generally weak to. Do you know Misazune's general weakness? It's a long, thin monster. I almost called it a Pokemon. It's a long, thin monster, and so I don't think Pierce will be quite as effective on it. Maybe normal ammo will. And then I guess a hammer's fine, but I wonder, I really want to build the Insect Glaive soon. Main Greatsword my entire Monster Hunter career. This game is by far the fastest and most fluid Greatsword. Wild's Greatsword is the least Greatsword in all Monster Hunter games. Positioning, timing, well, not just perfect guard and offset. Okay, let's go ahead and put this away. It says we only have 36 freeze ammo. I don't know what's up with that. I thought we refreshed our freeze ammo. Oh, be careful there, Connie. Wow, we're just doing really meaningful damage with that ice ammo, and it's not even that hard to land. Look at that damage, man, and we're not even in the way. This feels like cheating. This is so easy. Oh my god, that's disgusting how much damage that is. Oh, look at these frames dropping, man. The game can't handle it. That's Xbox for you, by the way, if you didn't know. That is an Xbox dropping all those frames. That was... Ooh. Better not get freeze there. Am I out? I can't be out. Oh, snap, dude. Now we're on normal ammo. Now I can't be doing that. Okay, take us back to camp. Ah, look at that. You can just fly back to camp in the middle of a fight. That's not right. No, I don't like that at all. In the past, you had to have Farcasters to do that. And I feel like that was a fair balance in the game, because if you could just fly back... Let's restock all ammos. If you could just fly back, I mean, there's no skill in the game anymore. Monster using a big deadly attack, just fly back. No, I don't like that. That's no good. They gotta fix that. Like, what that means is literally no one should be dying to the Shin Dahad guy. Everyone should be able to just open their map up. Where's my freeze ammo? Okay, freeze ammo is restocked. Only 60 shots. So you will have to buy tons and tons of freeze ammo is what that means. Damn, dude, look at all that. That damage is ridiculous. Is everyone here yet? Do we have all 4 people? Make sure all 4 people are here before we start bringing out the sleep ammo. We want everyone to benefit from the sleep ammo. Oh my god, dude, this is disgusting. I'm telling you guys, this is ridiculous. That damage output. You see the dodge on that war. I think I dodged it. I was either out of the range or I dodged it. Oops, that's my own fault. Damn, what was that? So I guess we stuck with the Wyvern piercing mission, huh? Damn! That's pretty fun too. How do I blow this thing up? Oh, no, I want this. Bring this back. Wyvern, let's see. Right button, focus blast. Focus blast. Where my focus blast at? Ow. What exactly did that do? I'm still trying to figure this out. Okay, so guarding still works by just standing still. That's good to know. Get everyone a little heal here. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, that sucks. Go ahead and have this ration. Raydow's gone. Alright. I don't even use traps anymore. I play Sword and Shield. I get Power Clash against Arcville 2 times in 3 minutes. Power Clash. Power Clash, normal guards get plus 25 on the Power Clash threshold, and perfect guard plus 50. First Power Clash appears at 100, second on 600, third at 1600, and fourth at 3100. Barker's correct. You only need guard up for a grab, and you should have slinger ammo ready so he can't even punish you. Any Sword and Shield users. Half the old school items in the game are pointless now. Yep, the game does feel kind of easy. Oh, he's mounted. Couldn't figure it out there. There's no point in using the special aim on the reason it's so good. It's just wasting your time. It's my fault. Yo, one of the things about the heavy bow gun is it's so easy, you almost play it a more lazy way. Alright, I want to try this. Yeah, there's no point in the special ammo when you're doing so much damage with the freeze ammo. Wait, no, bring this back out. Huh. Oh, we got a wind destroyed. I think that was us. That's so cool, man. Alright. How about that sleep ammo now? So that's 3 shots and it's not asleep. Sleep. Okay. So we're giving our team sleep because they could get a lot more damage now. As he goes through that sleep animation. If they were clever, they'd let the guy with the strongest wake-up attack be the one to wake him up. Ah, he got away. Alright. We are out of freeze ammo. So that is a problem, being out of freeze ammo, because if you have to leave the match to help, you know, if you have to leave the match and then go and restock your ammo, that's going to be pretty bad for the game. So I think you're going to have to leverage your special ammo. You're going to have to consider building for special ammo, or you're going to have to go constantly restock, one or the other. Oops. Wrong way. Ah, why to bring the heavy bowgun out. Okay, cool. God bug there. If you hold down when trying to use the focus shot, when you have special ammo equipped, you can charge it. Okay, okay, okay.
I set a trap.
I set a trap. Oh my god, he's gonna be dead before he falls in. Oh, there he goes. Now you got him. Oh yeah, we picked up the full jam. No point putting them to sleep in multiplayer. Someone will waste the wake-up damage. Well, there is a good reason for it. You know, when the monster's kind of trying to go to the next field, if you can actually put the monster to sleep and just get it to stop running away for a moment, that is pretty useful. You get a whole damage round while he's going through the sleep animation and the wake-up animation. And by the way, the damage multiplier does get hit by somebody. So, you know, if the timing is just right, a player using a heavier attack can get a pretty good damage multiplier on that attack. You know, like if you have a player and they're already in the middle of a greatsword charge or something, that could be pretty good. But that's going to be pretty random. Let's see. Get the basic trap ammo. And ammo pouch. Restock all ammo. We are running through our ice ammo now. Let's go ahead and grab more ice ammo. Item box?
So, what you need today?
I need it all, bro. Damn, that's pretty expensive when you think about. Alright, let's see. You use other weapons for free. You don't gotta pay for all this. 5,000 shots of that. Sleep ammo is pretty expensive too. It's all expensive. Alright, there we are. We're buying a little bit of ammo. But let me take a look at this weapon again. So it looks like we have a level 2 normal ammo. Dragon ammo, which is interesting. Oh, Wyvern ammo. So we should actually be using our Wyvern ammo probably. That's what I would use between attacks, but we're not really built to do a lot of good Wyvern ammo damage. That's an explosive attack. That's the kind of damage you do with that. Good to see you back. Hey, Lormingo, thanks for the donation, man. Really appreciate it. I need to try Heavy Bowgun. I liked it in beta, but haven't touched it in game yet. Someone will wake it up by accident. Too long don't read. Elemental and Pierce are strongest. Sticky Cluster and Spread is dead. I'm glad Spread is dead, dude. Using Spread ammo bowgun builds with the freaking scope for the bonus raw damage was one of the dumbest things in Monster Hunter World. It was so dissatisfying and not fun, even slightly, dude. It was super boring. You can't solo Tempered Ray Dow. I can solo Tempered Ray Dow. Okay. Let's call on this guy. Let's go find that Ray Dow. Let's see if we can kill him nice and fast. So when I scroll through this, here's the dragon ammo. That says dragon ammo 2, by the way. I don't know why that says that. There's the normal ammo. Wait, I don't understand. Can we actually use that? That says normal ammo. Maybe it's just referring to the number of shots, actually. Oh, yeah, Dragon Ammo doesn't have a level. I get it now. Spread, Wyvern, Sleep, Freeze, Normal, Level 2, Pierce, Spread, Freeze. Where is the Wyvern? So there's the Wyvern ammo. We gotta test that out. I'm really curious about that. All right, let's get out here. All right. He's really far away. I never used the scope. That view was miserable. Yeah, the spread ammo was pretty good even without the scope. But, you know, it was kind of annoying to run it knowing that you could get more damage if you just put the damn scope on. But the scope, again, it was so miserable. It was like what you said. Let's go ahead and put on our Rocksteady for this. We're going to test out the Wyvern ammo now. We dealt pretty solid damage, I feel. I didn't see the damage there. How much do you actually need to be for this to work? So that dealt like 200 damage. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, we're dealing 200 damage per shot. I would say the downside to that is the risk of being that close to the monster. But considering this isn't like an artillery build or an explosive damage build and it still dealt like 200 damage, that is useful. You're going to get good damage in with your Wyvern shot. Does it still interrupt other players, I wonder? Is he already almost dead? Yeah, he's already almost dead. If you could shoot this thing really early, will this... Oh, it already fell on him. Okay. It's already been dropped. Wow, fighting this guy like he's a joke. Oh, man, I don't know. This game's too easy. See, that's the problem. This is what people are saying. They're saying it's too easy. I don't even feel like I hardly played. He was dead before I even joined the match. And what's important about that is most of the matches have been like that. Most matches are like that because nobody's actually having any trouble fighting him. What do we got? We got Dragon Jewel, Coalescence, Marathon Runner, Ice Attack, Charge Up, Rapid Morph, and the Guard. Arch-Tempered Ray Dow is going to one-shot ranged users, I bet. He might. I mean, from what I can tell with the heavy bowgun, you can still guard like you used to. You just stand still, and you can get a guard in. And so, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. And that is why you will run Defense Boost number 7. Did you guys notice Defense Boost seems kind of half decent?
Yes.
Is that just me? Am I the only one noticing that?
I can help you source materials.
Oh, snap. Look at this. Sabar. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, I know what we need for that frost ammo. We need to have the ice herb or whatever it is. So this guy just says any. And these are all 816. Honey, gloam grass. Let's collect this honey real fast. Alright, so now we can go after Nullberry, Sleep Herb, Dragon Strike Nut. Yeah. Because I gotta strike my nuts. So, Dragon Strike, nice. I was a huge fan of the Wyvern ammo in the previous game. The only problem was that in the previous game, cluster bombs ended up being the most effective.
Yes.
But if people are complaining about the ineffectiveness of sticky and clusters, it could be the case that the game has shifted toward the Wyvern ammo. Because the Wyvern ammo is still coming out pretty hard and fast. Like your mama. Let's see. 242434. Let's go for this one, I guess. Okay, it's full. Should have accepted it sooner. Oh, no, I don't want that. Oh, goddammit. They gotta change the way that works. What do you mean no quests found? Alright. Well, we're taking that one. You need to unlock the last material gatherer. Oh, we're missing one. Okay, so we're missing a material gatherer, everybody. That seems to be something we haven't done. I wonder why we haven't unlocked that material gatherer. I thought we talked to everyone according to the map. Actually, there does seem to be one quest we haven't finished. We haven't finished the fishing quest, obviously. God, I hate fishing in this game. Why does this game make you go fishing? Arch-Tempered Raydao is going to one-shot most players unless you run Divine Blessing. I haven't tried defense skills. I don't have my armor fully leveled now that I think about it. So we tested out the defense boost skill, which is a 7-part skill. You have to get it up 7 levels to get it to the top level. And in Monster Hunter World, it was kind of a useless skill. It did give you a little more survivability, but it wasn't anything really to call home about. Now, hold on. Let's open this. Where is it taking us? We want to go after Raydao. Take us to Raydao. So it wasn't anything to call home about and be like, oh wow, this is the best skill ever. It seemed in Monster Hunter World, you were wasting a lot of slots in your build if you built defense, you know, because you could be building offense. Wait. Is that what this guy is? All right, we want to help him. Actually, bring the pony back. All right, let's get our hammer out. Let's get that spinning bludgeon out. So, Monster Hunter Wild seems to have done this thing where... Oh, I keep getting interrupted, so I can't use my Y attack when I get interrupted. Can I use my Big Bang when Big Bang gets interrupted? Looks like Big Bang is not. This poor guy. Yeah, but Monster Hunter Wilds seems to be doing this thing where anything that was good in this world is now bad. And anything that was... He's dead. He's like... And anything that was bad in Monster Hunter World is now good. So they're doing kind of a swapsies, right? Alright. Bring out the other weapon now. Level on ammo is dictated by the weapon itself. Wyvern Fire in Rise was super strong as you could charge it. You get over 1k damage easily, while Cluster could reach max 500 per shot. Now, Wyvern Fire was not that strong, though. The problem with Wyvern Fire is you had to build for it. So you had to have sort of like a crit build. Oh, he's on to me. I've got this. All right. Freeze ammo it is. I almost feel like now's not the time to use the freeze ammo. Now's the time to use the normal. All right, now you use the freeze ammo because he's down. Already the lure. He doesn't like this. It's a big meaty. We don't have to dodge those. We can actually guard those if we want. But I don't feel like taking the chip damage. What's going on there? Is he paralyzed? What happened there? I don't know what that was. Dude, we're doing tons of damage. This is crazy. I've played this game a lot. This is definitely easier to use than a melee weapon right now. We're doing tons of damage and barely trying. Look at that. We are just about out of our freeze ammo, though. Look at that easy guard. Not even trying. Damn. This is the special ammo coming out. Then use this other thing now. Hold on. this other thing? I don't understand this ammo as much. Oops. How long do you have to charge it? Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet. Alright. Did it break his, oh, there it goes. So wound destroyed. So we landed it right on his wound and it did destroy the wound. Let's start putting this guy to sleep now. Oh, no, that's not right. Oh, nice. Somebody shot him down. Wings are okay damage, but I think the head is in a sweet spot. Alright. Here's ammo. He's ready to be caught. So great. Got out. That's very lucky for him. Oh, my eyes are bleeding, man. Old Wyvern Snipe was much better and cooler, absolutely satisfying if you hit it in full. Yeah, Wyvern Snipe required you to really set up a really sweet shot, and if you got that perfect shot, it would just totally decimate that monster. It could do like 1,000 or more, but the problem is, you got one shot, and if you missed it, you did no damage. So in this game, they opted for this different kind of Wyvern Snipe where you get multiple shots, and they all do a little less. I guess in one way, it's more forgiving. You know, like if the monster's moving around a lot, you get to stay in that mode, and you get to keep shooting. On the downside, you don't get that cool, like, wake up shot kind of shot. So it's a trade-off. I don't think it's a big problem. Again, it sort of makes the bow guns a little different. You know, we played Wyvern Snipe for a long time. If you played... Should we just catch him? We should just catch him, right? Alright, it was our turn to set a trap. Hither. Just walk like one step. Did the trap not work? Wait, I don't understand. I don't understand. Do I have to use the other trap? I'm totally confused. Alright. I want my trap back. I'll just take this. My trap. I guess if you run out of ammo, you can just go pull your hammer out, can't you? I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, I see. You have to hold down. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. Where's our proof piece? Oh, there. Alright, so I don't know what was going wrong there. Something, obviously. It's shock trap immune. Oh. Got it. He is shock trap immune. The things you learn. Makes perfect sense, right? He's electric. He's Zapdos. Didn't know you could retrieve deployed traps. Yeah, that's an improvement to Monster Hunter Wilds. It saves you a lot of traps. Alright, what we got? Growth, critical stat, blast attack, guard, fire attack, dragon resist, power prolonger. We don't want dragon resist, we want thunder resist! You have to buy the collector's edition. You can't capture the Apex monsters. I don't know why trap doesn't work on Raidou. Yeah, exactly. So they decided that everything's capturable for now. Maybe that'll change. Maybe they'll change a lot. Maybe they'll tinker with a lot of those rules. We better eat. Pretty obvious we need to eat. All right. Uh-huh. Okay, that's kind of a nuisance, isn't it? Having to reset that all the time. Hold on, let me back in here. Alright. You can capture New Udra and Uth Duna. You're a New Udra.
Right.
Right. Now, wait a second. So, if we are not able to have enough frost ammo, we need to take a quick look at this. There it is, snow herb. So, in order to make freeze ammo, and look, let's just add it. So, we got 20 freeze ammo. And then let's run out here. What does that actually look like, having to craft freeze ammo? So this is just ammo select. I don't think I'll ever use ammo select, to be honest with you guys. What about crafting ammo? Uh-huh. Crafting. Here it is. So we can craft freeze ammo. One by one, I guess. I don't know. You could just craft all, I guess, huh? Alright, so that was pretty important. Do you have to save that, or does that just stay constant, I wonder? So last time we ran out of our optimal ammo, freeze ammo. Oh, okay, she's not where she's supposed to be. Let's go in the tent.
For sure.
Okay, SOS Flare, Ray Dow. We need a skill that gives us free shot sometimes. Yeah, spare shot. Spare shot. Exactly. Spare shot, so valuable. Not only does it increase your damage because it changes your clip size, but it actually saves you a lot of ammo. So using the heavy bowgun is going to be a lot more expensive if you constantly have to refill your ammo. Alright, here we are. Shock trap doesn't work on Ray. What do you know, huh? Makes you want to find ammo in the wild and use stored ammo on the harder monsters. Well, yeah, that's one of the downsides to not having spare shot already, is you're going to run through your frost ammo so fast. You're going to have to buy a ton of it, first of all. But second of all, you're going to have lots of that frost herb. And, oh man, this is taking a while to load. Is this okay? Are we stuck? You're going to have a lot of frost herb, and that's not fun to farm. Oops, communication error. All right, I knew something was wrong. Ooh, this sucks, man. Do you mind if I ask which armor set that is? Oh, says Johnny Bravo, which armor set? So I'm not wearing an armor set. I'm wearing a skin, obviously, and this is for like a pre-order or like the, extra expensive version. Basically, the Capcom Monster Hunter, since I'm a YouTuber, Monster Hunter just gave me this version of the game, like the deluxe edition. So I think that's an armor set you get with the deluxe edition, possibly. Alright, here's a big Ray Dow with a lot of decorations. Might return for Mister. Too powerful. You think that spare shot is too powerful? I don't think it's too powerful. I mean, it's a must-have in your bowgun build, so that part at least is true. You have to basically have it. Yeah. No, it was pretty important, I'd say. It's what really made the sticky cluster ammo builds viable, right? Because without it, you just don't have enough ammo. And those become sort of like side ammos in the long run. But with no spare shot in the game, Now you got to use like normal ammo, pierce ammo, spread's still pretty good. You know, all these ammo types that can actually hold a large magazine and hold a large reserve, which is so important. And then, you know, stuff like clusters and sticky and wyvern ammo just sort of become, what is this? 2 of them? Am I bugged? I'm going to lose my patience, man. Oh, speaking of patience, man, I'm getting a neck ache. Why am I getting a neck ache? You know what that tells me? My neck's not properly rested. Let me lean back a little bit. Well, if I lean back, you guys can't hear me talk. That's the problem. Let me try leaning forward instead. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe it's this damn headset. I'll take this headset off. All right.
Yes.
I'm here to help. Help me get into a match then. Oh, man, that one's really good. Look at that one. Banned for raid out bullying. Magazine Blaze Jewel. Oh, man, it says we're getting into it. Please let me into this match. Communication error. I'm going to just take this headset off, man. All right, taking the headset off. Oh my god, it is. It's going to say we're having a communication error again. We're bugged. That was a really good post, and we're going to miss out on it. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're bugged. All right, we're backing out. We're obviously bugged. We're resetting the game. That's poor. Magazine Attack Jewel 3. Attack Jewel didn't really help explosion builds, is what I remember. I need a controller for the game? Yeah, I need a controller for the game. You son of a... What a bummer, dude. Need to close the game. How do you guys feel about the upcoming Xbox? Apparently there was a leak by Microsoft themselves showing that Steam is going to be on the new Xbox console. That's very attractive to me. I'm running on an Xbox right now. Having all the Steam games on your Xbox sounds really convenient. Let's see. Get back into here. We're Hunter rank 79. What a bummer. Yeah, that was a bummer, dude. That Raytheon and Ray Dow fight was going to have like 1,000,000 decorations in it. Have you considered making a lobby and joining Quest again? Spreading friendship. And joining Quest again. I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean, have I considered setting up like a lobby for you guys to join? I think that'd be fun if you guys wanted to join in and play a little bit. I don't mind that. Have you noticed lag in Wild? I had a friend playing Longsword, but on my end, he was using a Switch Axe. Yeah, there has been some significant lag for sure. All right, let's go ahead and begin this by making sure we have all of our ammo. Looks like it. Good. And then how about our meal? Okay, our meal's still in effect. So let's post-join a quest. Hopefully PlayStation makes a launcher for it. Oh, I want this. It's got to... we didn't get it. Okay. I think it's a really, really good idea. I want this one. We're after decorations. We actually want to have thunder resist decorations. That's what we want specifically. I want to have 3 of those before Ray Dow officially comes out. Let's try this one. Yeah, I think it gives the Xbox access to a lot of games that used to be sort of like only for PC. And in order to play those games, you had to have, you know, maybe like a PC setup and an Xbox setup. But at that point, you're sort of like, if I've got a good running PC, why do I even need the Xbox? I only need it for like a couple exclusives. And so I think that Xbox made a smart move in making some sort of contract deal with Steam and said, why don't you just run on Xbox? And then now Steam's on a console, tapping into the Microsoft Xbox players, and Xbox is benefiting from saying, hey, we got a wider variety of games besides these Xbox exclusives. So I think that was a clever move. I wish all the consoles
Commencing quest now.
just allowed
Are you
all the
prepared?
games all the time, and whether you bought a console or not really just came down to other things, like how cost effective is the console, how high quality are the graphics, you know, all that other stuff. But the actual access to the games, just sort of this, I want to say it's like a fake monopoly, you know. All right, let's turn this on, take a couple of shots. Now, so he's got some wounds. I wonder if we can actually, take a shot. Wait a second, I keep messing this up. I think we hurt that wound. Oh, there it is, wound destroyed. So we were actually able to destroy a wound that's harder for other weapons to reach. So the special aim on the bowgun is very important. I like that, that's nice. We actually set that off. Yeah, that's kind of poor. That damage isn't very effective, is it? It's not like exciting. Here's the freeze ammo. The freeze ammo actually is exciting. Look, there's a wing that has a wound too. Did he go somewhere? Where'd he go? He's not getting knocked down too much. That didn't reach him, did it? Okay. I at least swapped to that ammo because he got so close. Wow, that is so easy. That is way too easy. Oh, that actually hit us. Ooh, that kind of scared me to a roll. Kind of interesting. Wonder why that hit us. Maybe he was landing it behind us. Or maybe you have to have the right ammo to, not ammo, the right decorations to guard it. Like it was a guard special or whatever it was last game. So you really need the wingtips, or you need to get them in the head, one or the other. Is Dragon Ammo any good? No. Dragon Ammo continues to be totally lame and terrible. It was pretty lame in the last game, too. Oh, that was kind of fun, though. There's normal ammo doing actually sizable damage. We're going to have to explore a normal ammo build as much as we don't like that. We have to explore that. Because look at this, the damage output on the normal ammo is not bad at all. As it was so fun, part of the grind now, to be honest. I hate the PlayStation 5 controller, love the Xbox One. I have used the PlayStation 4 controller, I haven't used the PlayStation 5 controller. Alright, let's try this out. So we're going to jump over here. Look at that. Alright, we crafted new ammo. Our freeze ammo is back up to 48. Jamilian has withdrawn from the quest. I don't know why. So I have a runny nose. I got really bad allergies. I've only been using piercing, so no elemental ammo, huh? Well, we have a pierce ammo bowgun too, and I feel like just side-by-side comparisons, the frost ammo is winning. But you know what's interesting? We could run both bowguns and swap between the pierce. There we go. So this is a knockdown. So you really need to be getting your top damage out with the knockdown. Look at that, man. That's crazy good damage. So if you can land the shot just right on his wing, you're doing tons. Oh, oops. I was just kind of spamming there. That's really dangerous. So The reason we got hurt so bad there, I was definitely just spamming our special ammo, which is kind of weird. Special ammo. Shooting him in the leg is pointless. You gotta shoot him in the head or the wings. But this is, you gotta grab these two, by the way. These pods are great. Oops, let's get in there. Maybe there is a good use for the ammo wheel because, you know, if the ammo wheel gets into that wyvern ammo faster. Out of range. Do we land it at all? No. You gotta be pretty close with this wyvern ammo, it looks like. Yeah, look how close we gotta be. 175, so it's 200 damage, which is alright, but I mean, DPS wise, it's nothing. It's not insane DPS wise. It's oops. See, we have our shield up. Alright. Is he almost dead? He's already almost dead. How do you like that? Did we get him? Yeah. That didn't knock him down though, that's too bad. Alright. How about Flash? Where is he? There we go. Alright, we got the load in. Love this. It's not bad. It does exactly what it says it does. Oops. It's confusing, man. Don't go, don't go. Stay. Ah, he's gone. All right, we tried. Oh, my eyes are burning like crazy. I got allergies and my eyes are burning. My nose is stuffy. It's so bad. Maybe I stopped early. I'm sorry, guys. Man, my eyes are burning. I don't know why the allergies are so bad. We've had really bad allergies for like a full 3 weeks. You should have heard me last night. It's like I couldn't breathe. I can't breathe. It's our flash blood. Get our flash blood back. Doshagama looks like a giant hamster. That is a fair observation, in my opinion. Well, that doesn't even land close to it. Oh, I should have closed it. I'll break those wounds with this special. Oh, somebody break it. Well, I'm weak. I hit it? Well, I hit it, but it didn't break. Oh, there goes his slate. Oh, man. Alright, people opted to slay him, not to capture him, which is a risk. It's smarter to capture. Is DPS the only way to stop them from running? Well, anything that can cause them to sort of like trip, you can get a knockdown or anything like that, put them to sleep, paralyze them. We could have tried to put them to sleep, but we didn't. And flash obviously is super effective. You know, if you drop a flash and they fall out of the sky and they're down for a little while, and then, you know, when they stand up, they're still confused for a little while. Flash is very effective. You can keep a monster immobilized for a while with flash. All right, we got a plate. We got some rewards. What do we got? Flawless, counter, master's touch, counter strike, charge up, and offensive guard and guard skills. All right, cool. Well, that took us a while. That was still 12 minutes. Hey, look at that. Biggest new size record. All right, well, look at that, guys. We got about an hour and a half done of Monster Hunter Wilds. We tested out a new bow gun. It was an ice I say we try. Wait a second. I say we try one more round, and this time what we do is we use Pierce ammo because we have a Pierce ammo bow gun as well, and I'm just kind of curious how they feel compared to each other. Okay, so hold on. So let's begin by doing this stupid loadout, which is now separate from your ammo for some reason. I don't know why. Not smart. They should have just kept those together. And then let's change this out with this guy, the Gore Magala bowgun. So we've been playing with the other bowgun for a while, right? Favorite meal. Let's make sure we get an attack meal in. Okay, that's done. All right, we're going to do one more round. And what I really want to do is just sort of compare them, the way they feel. Because I have a sneaky suspicion that the Pierce ammo is better just from the perspective of being able to spam without having to stop. Because you notice the other weapon runs out of ice ammo. And that's actually a really big restriction to your total damage or your DPS. Especially when you're sitting there wondering, do I need to swap over to Wyvern ammo? Do I need to swap over to special ammo, which is really not as effective? So if you're just able to sit there and continuously use Pierce, Pierce is going to outdamage maybe. Johnny says, do you play Pokemon TCG online? Hey, what's up, Johnny? We have a second YouTube channel called The Card Economist. It's just like this, Game Economist, but instead of game, it's card. And I am very successful over there. We're about to hit 100,000 subscribers over there. So that's why I haven't been over here as much. You know, my original idea was I would keep the channels separated so that they didn't, you know, one didn't take over the other. But the sad part is I haven't been able to give this channel as much attention as usual. That was the actual usual upgrading to channel. But we're very successful. We host something called a Rip and Ship. It's kind of like an online-only card shop. And we have a lot of fun times over there. All right, let's try this out. Yeah, so... Oh, wait a second. What was that? That was freeze ammo. Oh, so this runs freeze ammo anyways. But we want this Pierce ammo. Here it is. So let's pull that down. See this? I can't breathe. So we get a smaller clip. That's going to affect your total DPS. You can also see the top numbers are hitting around 17 and 14. So you're getting better damage total with the icing, which is exactly what I suspected after the hit. I'm about to get hit. Oh, saved by my freaking eyes. No, no, no. Stupid. I do not want to go fishing. That is so annoying, dude. I'm gonna hang out over here. What we should be doing. It's nice having Pierce ammo because while your teammates are fooling around, you can lure the monster over like this trap. Yeah, one player Terex, he doesn't know to come over here. There it is. Alright, very good. So Pierce ammo has some really strict rules around the optimal range. You have to be further away than Pierce ammo or it won't work. Yeah, I was busy reloading like an idiot. Alright, yeah, so my observation. Your total DPS could potentially be higher from not having to overly rely on limited frost ammo, but your yeah, your DPS is definitely lower than Pierce. But Pierce, you could just play the game and not worry about running out of ammo. That's the trade-off. I mean, this isn't bad, is it? Also, playing at a further range is kind of cool too, but it makes your special ammo kind of pointless. Like, you're not helping the team with anything like wounds at this range. You're just kind of chilling waiting. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Have some lime juice squeezed in hot water at least will ease up your sinuses. Do you play Pokemon? I'm still in the Discord for this channel. I'm glad I caught you. Glad to hear the card channel took off. I used to watch a lot. You're into pure magic. Your intro was pure magic. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's kind of like a jingle, isn't it? You want a little fun detail about that opening sound effect? That's actually from Adventure Time. That's a scene with Lumpy Space Princess. I was a big Adventure Time fan back when I started the channel. I know it's a kids show, and I was in college when I watched Adventure Time. I was watching it with my girlfriend. She's now my wife, and we still watch it together from time to time. It's sort of like a... What the... Oh my god, dude. Look at my character. Alright, let's get him. Oh, that horse to reach right back here. That's cool. Looks like he dropped a wyvern coin. Let's go grab that coin. Rosso wants to know why this rock seems like. But yeah, that was Lumpy Space Princess, and I thought it sounded really funny, and that's when I made it the logo intro. And I figured I think that I don't have a jingle actually on the card shop. Maybe that's one of the things we actually have. It's a funny jingle. They say, gotcha, I've always wondered. That is, again, that is Lumpy. I think we broke that. That is Lumpy Space Princess who's saying that. Yeah. Okay, he's coming over to me now. Yeah, doing my part. I'm doing my part, everyone. You see that? Just doing my part. I lured him to the falling rock and he dropped the falling rock like a boss. Now he wants to run away. He shouldn't run away. No status ammo on this heavy bowgun either, by the way, which is very useful for your team to have status. So very balanced, man. They don't want this bowgun, this Pierce bowgun, to feel too powerful. All right, there we go. But yeah, the card shop is at like 96,000 subscribers and climbing. So we're almost at 100,000. And so when I get 100, I'll have 2 silver play buttons. How fun will that be? And unfortunately, we just don't have as many viewers over here because I really let this channel go. What I should have done is I should have kept posting content here and there over here. Maybe just like fun live streams and stuff, you know. But I just didn't have time, man. I work like 60 to 70 hours a week on the other channel because we do live streams with card openings. So that kind of took over my life. Pokemon cards, you've probably heard them in the news. They're kind of a big deal right now. And I happen to sit on one of the best Pokemon card collections, I think in America. I think I have one of the top 100 collections. I don't know where exactly I would rank. But the other day, I bought $100,000 worth of fake cash, right? Little bundles of dollar bills, so that I could demonstrate with the prop how much money just a couple cards would cost. So I'm going to be making that content pretty soon. You're trying to capture him. Is he running away still? Oh, what is he doing? I don't like this, man. This is kind of a waste. Who's he attacking? Can I just keep up with him? Keep shooting. This is kind of cool. Here's ammo. Yeah, reload. Is it not going to reload? Oh, you have to push Y manually to reload it when you're not. I wonder if that's a bug. I think that's a feature of a bug. Reload. There it goes. Sorry. It auto reloads when you're on the ground. Alright, that was cool, man. But I honestly can't tell. I do feel like the other weapon's more powerful versus Raidou. Are you going on Cardconomist and WoW? Yeah, I'll be going on to the Cardconomist and hosting the daytime stream. We're going to be opening some cards up over there. I was one of your regular viewers in Worlds and Iceborne. I skipped Rise and Sunbreak, so really glad to catch you on Wilds since I'm back on the Monster Hunter series. Hope to see more of you on Wilds. We'll probably be hosting streams just like this pretty regularly, and I think we'll reach a point where we probably host some parties where people can come in and help each other out, finish some of the like end game content, of which there is none currently. There is no end game content. This does not count as end game content. This is just an easy grind. Also, my setup sucks, dude. I need a way better chair than this. I feel like I have neck pain. Yeah, I definitely have neck pain from hosting this stream. I need to have a better setup for sure. I need to have a setup where I can rest my neck sometimes. How was I playing before? I think I was just playing on a nice couch before when we would run in the past. When I was a kid, I had a first edition holographic Mewtwo from the base set. I gave it to my cousin for his collection, and he left it somewhere in Mexico. A lot of people have stories just like that. But yeah, Pokemon cards have become sort of like this speculative asset. You know, collectibles market is a big deal these days, and it's probably the best collectible out there to put your money into. So I'm sitting on this fantastic card collection, and it just kind of shot up in price over time. So I'm doing pretty good over. I kind of gambled all my money, to tell you the truth. I gambled all my money on collectibles, and that gamble worked. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of like, you know what it feels like? You know when you watch like Crypto Bros and they buy like they put $500,000 in the stinky poop butt coin, and now they got a couple million or something like that. I feel a little bit like that. I feel a little bit like I put all the money I earned back into Pokemon cards, and I just let it sit there and get older, and bada bing, bada boom, it's all super expensive now. Like, I got these booster boxes from the XY period, which was kind of like 2015, 20-something, the XY period, and those boxes were costing $400 a box. They're all like $2,000 a box now. So they've all quadrupled in price in like 6 years, which, I don't know. I know real estate didn't do that good. Some stocks did pretty good, but I don't think they all did that well. And crypto's done well, but it's also kind of stagnated a bit. When you agree, Bitcoin hit 100K, but it's kind of stagnant. It's stuck at 82, 83 right now. Like, there was actually a lot of hype because of Donald Trump, but he hasn't really, kind of fizzled. So, but Pokemon cards are not fizzling. They're very steadily climbing. And so I feel like Pokemon cards have ended up being a very good investment. I also have like multiple cases of like this booster box from 2021. That was 4 years ago. Bought it for $140. Those booster boxes from the case are all $1,400 a box now. So they've gone up times 10. They got all these rare slabs, and they're all up like 10, 20, 30, 50%. But many of them are like double or triple their price now. And so all you really had to do was buy a lot of Pokemon cards and not sell them, which is the hardest part. You always feel like selling them, because you're like, oh, I should just get my cash back out of this. Oh, it's just a kid's toy. What if a tornado pulled it all and throws it away? So there's this constant urge to get rid of them. But if all you did was sit on them and don't touch it for 20 years, yeah, they just kind of go way up. It's kind of crazy. So Pokemon cards are in a very good place right now. The demand for them is unbelievable. I think people will take a break from Pokemon. I think it'll slow down and slide backwards again, but yeah, even if it slides backwards somewhat, I'm still way up. Even if Pokemon cards like went back down in price somewhat, I'm still way up. So I've been working over there on that channel for a long time instead of this channel, and to be honest, it kind of made me a rich guy a little bit. Not like super rich. I'm not like, I don't have like FU money, but it's like, I would say I'm upper class, middle upper class. So like my wife and I, we have 2 lake houses. We can pay all our bills. We're not so worried about things. We have a car. And we're working on our retirement right now. I'm 36, so I'm on track. I mean, everything's on track. I just got to keep working, and I invest all my money. I don't waste very much money. We're ready to have a kid, actually. I'm 36, but she's 30, and she wants a kid now. And we might actually try IVF to have a kid very rapidly, or just like, just because of the technology behind it, because it's kind of interesting. And so we Donald Trump talks about making IVF like free or something like that. So if he does that, we're probably going to try IVF just for the fun of it. But we've been trying for a kid unsuccessfully for a little while, and she's a little nervous about that because she feels a little older. I'm a little older too, so who knows? But we've looked at it. We know our timing for when we smush together. We don't time it very well. That's our own fault. But so yeah, we might try IVF for the fun of it and just to force ourselves to have a kid. And then, yes, financially, we're doing quite well. We're doing well after a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of not playing, no vacations, no luxuries. We didn't really do anything other than grind our youth. and then invest all that money. Like ever since college, we didn't do anything but work very hard. And the Pokemon cards were a big gamble, and the gamble won. We could have put that same money into real estate. That wouldn't have been bad either. We could have put that in the stock market. That would have been okay. But I think Pokemon cards were actually the best of all of those. The only exception, maybe crypto, if I'd gotten in early enough. So if I was buying crypto back in like 2019, which I didn't really know much about crypto. People weren't talking about it as much. So I would have just had to have been a crypto bro back then, and I wasn't. So, what can you do about that? There's not much you can do. But so crypto, I think, would have also done pretty good if I was buying it back in 2019. But there is a point where crypto kind of stagnates a little bit, and so it's much harder. Like, you have to get lucky now. You have to buy crypto at the right time now. But if you're buying it back in 2019, you're still doing very good today. You're doing great. So it's hard to say what to think about crypto nowadays. But Pokemon is a different story. Pokemon just keeps chugging along, dude. It just keeps going up and up and up. I think it caught the attention of a lot of crypto bros. It caught the attention of a lot of would-be investors. And I don't know where it goes from here, but, man, it just keeps going. I suspect it keeps going, actually, because it's all about who gets to own all of the Pokemon. Unlike Bitcoin, Pokemon is actually rare. Like, there's a lot of Bitcoin, and you can actually trade it fractionally. So from a functional point of view, Bitcoin's never going to feel rare. You can always just trade like a fraction of a Bitcoin. You can't trade like a fraction of a Charizard. It doesn't work that way. You either own the card or you don't. You can either hold it in your hand or you don't. So some guy with multi-millions of dollars, he can just start buying up all the cards and saying, I own all of them. They're all mine. So that's why I think the hobby's going to head. And as of right now, I don't feel like that much has happened. Like, I don't feel you see that as much. You don't see, like, one guy, he's a billionaire, his dad's a billionaire, he just starts buying all the cards. You don't see that yet. And yet I think it could happen because of the social media value of the cards. You can take the cards and show them off, and it matters to a lot of people. They go, oh my gosh, he's got all the cards. So because of that, and because of the ad revenue they can generate, just because you have them and someone else doesn't, I think they have a good future. And yeah, so I'll probably just keep buying Pokemon. But Kirsten and I, we want a kid now. We also want to move. So that's a big part of our plan too, is we probably want to move maybe to Jacksonville, Florida. We're tempted by Jacksonville, but we're not 100% sure yet. And we're just kind of saving up money right now and figuring out what to do about having a baby. If you take your collection, it will pay off. Is it true you have to go vendors now for cards? No. I posted my first Monster Hunter video today. It's crazy. You streamed today. Nice. Congratulations. Why not Dogecoin? Yeah, I'm not interested in Dogecoin. It's too inflationary. It's this coin that they keep minting, so I don't like Dogecoin at all. It's got a funny meme name, and it had like a crazy moment with Elon Musk, but then it kind of fell back down. I wouldn't mess with Doge. I did make money on the Trump coin meme. When that came out, I bought into it quickly and aggressively, and then I sold out at the peak. I said, all right, sell out, and whatever you do, you must not purchase back in, because that's the mistake everyone makes. I made that mistake years ago with Dogecoin. I actually profited off of Dogecoin, sold out, and then bought back in like an idiot and ended up losing money on Dogecoin. Not a lot, but I was just, learning crypto back then. So this time with the Trump coin, I bought in, sold it, and didn't buy back in. So I made a smooth like $5,000 on the Trump coin, and now I'm probably going to have to pay taxes on that. I made money gambling on Trump winning the elections too. I was betting he would win and not Kamala Harris. And so I made about $5,000 on that too. It was about $5,000. So I made $5,000 on his Trump coin. I made $5,000 on the election. Oh yeah, and I sell Donald Trump Playboy cards. So I've made even more money. I made money on the Playboy cards. So it just shows you, whether you like them or not, if you look for opportunity, you can really, you can find a way to be productive if you understand trends. Trends is good, placing a bet on a trend. My neighbor messes with coins now. I know so many people go to Florida now. I'm in California. Florida scares me because of the hurricanes. That is my biggest concern. But other than that, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's a no-tax state, and the houses are still somewhat affordable. And I just wonder how long that lasts. Like, will they just keep going up? But we saw some nice homes in about the $1.6 million range. And if we sell off enough Pokemon cards, and if I sell off all of the homes we own in Lake of the Ozarks, we think we can leverage that into a nice lake house in Florida, Jacksonville, at around a price range of $1.6 million. And it'll be like a little mini mansion home. And that's it for us. We'll probably just pay that house down and retire if we can one day. So, but that will require a lot of work to get to that point. But we have to sell these homes that we acquired in Lake of the Ozarks. Here's the thing about real estate. They did good for us too. So we got all these Pokemon cards and we got all this real estate. And again, all we did was work. I worked like 60 to 70 hours a week for like the last 6 years nonstop. And so, you know, when I go to sell these homes, they all have capital gains. The main lake house we're in now, we got for $650. Our real estate agent joined us and said he wanted to list it at like $950,000. So that's like a $350,000 gain right there. And then our other lake house is looking to be about a $200,000 gain. And we have a much smaller home that looks like it's going to be about $100,000. So if all these sell and then we roll all the money over into a new home, there's no capital gains tax if we do that, because that's the rules. So if you roll the money into a new home, and then also I give up some of my cards and just liquidate some cards and move it all over into a new house, we could end up sitting in a really nice house and just paying that down as fast as we can to get out of a bad mortgage, because mortgages are so bad these days. Are you not afraid of the Florida man? I'm a little bit afraid of the Florida man. He scares me a little bit. All right, guys. Well, so that's what it's looking like for me in life right now, and playing games right now. It's just sort of a fun thing. The card channel is a very serious thing, because that's a whole system and organization over there that we don't want to give up. That is my bread and butter right now, and it's just how it is. Pokemon cards did better. Pokemon cards did very well compared to Monster Hunter. I was making good money with Monster Hunter, by the way, back in the day. If you guys didn't know this, back in the day, when I was making all those Monster Hunter videos, I think I was making about $80,000 a year. It started out when my wife started her software engineer job. She started out at $60,000. That was her starting pay, and I was making probably like $5 a day on YouTube. By the time it ended, she was making about $80,000, and I was making about $80,000 on my YouTube channel. So she got all her raises, and she's been promoted multiple times since then. She's doing quite well as a software engineer, and the Monster Hunter channel still earns a little bit of money in ad revenue, but nothing like it used to. And then the card channel does quite well, but it has a lot more to do with the fact that we sell a lot of cards, so we get a lot of volume sales, but also because of my careful investment into the correct Pokemon cards has played off, so that, you know, I'll take a card that I bought like 3 years ago and I'll sell it for like double or triple what I paid for it back then. So that's where we're at. We're both doing very well. All of our hard work is paid off, and we didn't mess around. We didn't do any drugs, no smoking, no drinking. Well, Karis drinks a little bit, but it's just on a rare occasion. No smoking, no drinking, no weed, no nothing. We don't do any drugs. We don't go to any parties. We don't even go on vacation. We drove a cheap little Ford for like the last almost 12 years. It was a cheap little Ford Fiesta that we got a long time ago for $8,000. We don't go anywhere. We just don't go anywhere. And we cook a lot of our own meals. We cook it at home. So we go out to eat too, though. Like that is one thing we like. We like to go out to eat. But yeah, we worked really hard, dude, and it's all paid off. It's all paid off. All of the struggle, all the sacrifices paid off. The betting on the card industry, betting on, you know, the investments. We owned a little bit of stock. She's actually got a nice little retirement herself. So separate from the real estate and separate from my cards and all that, she has a 401k, and it's looking plump, dude. That 401k, like if we broke up, which I don't think we are, but if we did broke up, she'd be fine, dude. She's set. She's got a plump little 401k from working as a software engineer for like 8 years. And she works like 10 hours a day herself. She gets like 50 hours a weekend, and I get like 60 to 70. It's crazy. Plug the card channel. Yeah, we better get over there. It's like it's 3:45. I'm gonna head over there. That's the other channel, the Card Economist. You're welcome to join, but you don't have to either. We'll be back here to play Monster Hunter World, just for its own sake. Just for its own sake. I want to keep playing this. When Arch-Tempered Ray Dow comes in, I want to smash him. Hopefully he's real challenging, and he's challenging enough that people can't finish him, so that we can host lobbies and like help people who are struggling beat Ray Dow. And then we also have the Zoshia, so I'm very interested in Zoshia. He looks very fun. So surprisingly, we've only fought him one time. They teased us with the Zoshia, so I'm excited for Zoshia and whatever else they throw away. But that's not for a little while, right? That's not for a little while. We'll just keep grinding. I don't know if we'll get a stream in every day, okay? But we're gonna stream here and there and keep practicing with these weapons. I really want to get the Insect Glaive going and just kind of practice multiple mounts. I noticed in a lot of the fights we were in, there would be like one mount. Well, the Insect Glaive can offer like a forced way to get multiple mounts, and I feel like that's going to be pretty good in this game because mounts are so powerful these days. Mounts not only do they hold the monster still and offer a knockdown, but it's like you actually do so much damage in the finishing attack. And the fact that you can create multiple wounds during the mounting is pretty big too. So when's the baby? Hopefully soon. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. See you later, everybody.